Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Colts coming in at 6-5, going up against the Armadillos, who come in at 10-1.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Armadillos and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. They couldn't hook up with Decker that time. That'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And able to find Decker. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. On the carry there, it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, 8. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 75 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Beck. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
7 yards to go on second down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is late drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. But you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 70 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Room past the 20. Fighting his way through contact. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. And he's got his man on the out route. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. He stiff arms him. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third down. It's Stevenson, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And spins away. And now running right through it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. They'll set up a throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Colts trail at home at halftime. The Armadillos have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Armadillos lined up at the 10. They run with their powerhouse, Leonard Fournette, and he cap off the 10-play drive with a TD, which takes the lead to 3. Colts with the ball early in the second. The connection will be made from the gun, and he'll go in for the score. Third down from inside the 50. Copel's got the completion through the middle, and he ends up at the 19-yard line before he stopped on the play. Armadillos still on the field. Pass coverage will break down here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. They go ahead by a field goal. Armadillos now late in the second quarter. Impressive blocking frees up the ball carrier. He'll pick up more than 30 yards on the play.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Here we go. 3-19.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd down following the incompletion. He'll drop to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And incomplete here on third down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
Not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll be incomplete.
Partner's not just a little slot. Receivers get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator arm.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And now back out comes the offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You're running against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them to football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Funches has it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And it gives this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score, and the Falcons have moved out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff to Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Oh, good move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Five plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Roberts has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they can get in sync with their runners.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. Able to push his way through. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again, it's Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
And
that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. The offense lining up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Decker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Howie Long in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Leonard Fournette looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
The give will go to the fullback, DeMarco. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. To Decker over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. He's made one, and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. The fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. This one fielded at the 5. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Austin, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.